Week 1 was obviously a major success, a win over the Cowboys, 1-0, and it was in Dallas. Here going against the Cardinals, not really a hard team to beat. However, we would also be considered a team that wouldn't be hard to beat, which obviously proves incorrect. The Redskins are 1-0, the Eagles are 0-1. Can't get too ahead of ourselves for this game, but next week is going to be a really tough one. Then you have the Redskins. It's a divisional matchup. At the end of the day, 3 divisional matchups out of 4 weeks is rough. Then you have the Patriots and Packers. It's not an easy lineup. So even though this is considered an easy game, you can't overlook it too hard. And you never know. It could have been beginner's luck. So, of course, training is very crucial here. Not exactly sure what the Cardinals are going to be looking to do versus us. Of course, we have the real-life roster. So I don't know exactly who they drafted. You would have thought they probably would have went Bosa. I can't really remember the draft. Obviously, our team is the main focus. You obviously need to think about the other teams, but most important is this one. Golden Tate with a great catch. Surprisingly, the pass rush didn't get there, which kind of worries me more than it actually, makes me feel good. And there is no one to throw to. These plays have not been great. Going back to Golden Tate on that left side, obviously the safety blanket. Coverage has been pretty good in practice so far. And that's picked off by Bush. This is a rough one. To the outsides underneath. A terrible throw. Let's reel it in. Let's finish strong. Get this victory. The silver medal. And there's a good throw to Saquon. It is going to be picked, but that's not the point. It was a good throw to Saquon. Saquon just didn't make the greatest play on the ball. Very, very frustrating practice. We were just talking about this, man. Coming off of a strong week. Starting off the week pretty poorly with this practice. Hopefully it's just practice and it doesn't translate to the actual game. 2 out of 5 is not what we're aiming for. Another big thing to look at for this game is trying to get Saquon Barkley more involved. He had a lot of carries last week. Not very high percentage of success out of those carries. I think he had a 21 for 69 rushing attack, which wasn't, it's not terrible. It's not very great either, though, when you have a quarterback that's good and, 400 yards, 5 touchdowns passing. Definitely should make it easier to run the ball. That's not the case, and it's kind of troublesome because, of course, Dwayne Haskins on the Cardinals. This is going to be an interesting one. Randall Cobb playing in that uniform had a great week 1. But, of course, back on to it. If the passing game struggles and Saquon struggle with a good passing attack, it's not really going to go over too well. So it's obviously worrisome. Hopefully we can have a bounce back week for him. They do drive down the field and score a touchdown. First go at it. Pressure is just a little bit on us at this point. Saquon, obviously we want to get him going like we mentioned, but let's not throw him into the fire yet. And looking for someone open over the middle, and thank Jesus for that swap, because that could have been a pick. And if I can remember correctly, I don't think we have thrown a pick on the season yet. That's the type of draft class that can really just turn a franchise completely around. Murray under pressure, can't get it off to Evan. And Nkemdiche is going to bring him down to the 20. So far, everything's really looking downhill. Starting with practice, coming on to this game. Gonna make a big play soon. We're just gonna take a shot to Metcalf, who beats him and holds on. What a catch, what a play to the 31-yard line. A nice shot, maybe even the longest actual in-air pass of the season. Saquon wants his 10th career rushing touchdown. That's exactly what we're gonna try to get him here. Saquon up the middle, gets a little bit of room. Good 8-9 gain. There is nobody open. Maybe could have waited for Metcalf. Metcalf with a great block. And Murray doesn't see Baker coming off the edge and brings him down to the 7. Never know, you could find somebody really good on that spot. And there goes a wide open Evan. Probably should have set the feet. A throw on the run expert like Murray thought he could get it done. Could not. Got to get the fundamentals down. It's just a play that needs to be avoided. Under some pressure, Murray does get the look, fumbles the ball. Murray luckily holds up play just enough for Evan Ingram to make a play on the ball. Can find someone open. So far, no one is And Murray looking for someone, has no one to go to. Playing a little backyard football there, is going to have to just chuck this thing away, unfortunately. Second drive, the Cardinals do score field goal, so they put the pressure right back on us. Going to go with the play action. They're bringing a couple linebackers up, try to keep them honest. Evan Ingram, quick throw, and Evan is going to get about 9. That's the kind of stuff we need to see. Got to get down the field. Barkley up the middle is going to find a little bit of room. Barkley tries to cut it left, can't do it. Gets about 13 yards, though. A little bit of a heavy formation. If Evan Ingram can get out there, Barkley could have a chance at the edge, and he does. The fullback makes a great play. Barkley had a clear look to the outside, and he just cut it back in. Not a lot of trust between him and his blockers. Sterling Shepard could be a look. He isn't usually a top target. Instead, over the middle, it's Golden Tate to the 32-yard line. Starting to move the ball a little bit more confidently now. A little bit of a crossing pattern. A couple guys get caught up at the line, but it works out pretty nicely as Golden Tate gets open. Only going to be a 2-yard play, though. Patrick Peterson on his game on that one. Up the middle, we have a decent personnel. I think Barkley could make something happen. Finds a little bit of a crease. Only gets about 3 yards, though, so it's going to be a 3rd and 4. Looking for anyone to convert this play. And we're going to have to just take a shot to Metcalf, who drops the ball. Unfortunately, that was a great throw. A very manageable catch, and even though he made a crazy good catch earlier, somehow doesn't hold on to that one. It's really unfortunate to jump the gun on that play. We did have a little bit of time to hold on to the ball, but luckily for us, the defense does make a stop, so we have a chance to take the lead for the first time all game. And there goes wide open Metcalf, who's going to try to cut the edge, and he almost does against Patrick Peterson. A very hard guy to outrun, but almost does it. We'll take a shot to Barkley there, and one-on-one, Barkley really not making anyone miss. What can we make of it? In the middle, and almost intercepted, well overthrown by Kyler Murray there. He had a wide open Evan Ingram and just completely misses. Might look to set this play up as a designed run for Metcalf. Hopefully they'll be looking at all the wide receivers, and he can slip away to get enough for a field goal. And as expected, that's the goal here. And unfortunately, Sterling Shepard doesn't come over the middle of the block. He goes too far. There was actually a chance for Murray to maybe even break that for the first. Let's take a look at this one again. Don't know if we can see the first down marker, but look at that. If he would have caught that, Murray would have been about 3 yards short. Obviously, you never know with him making a move. Barkley up the middle. He's got the personnel. Can they block for him? They do a great job. He gets about 6 almost. Looking for someone open. We had a few guys, and we're just waiting too long. And that is unfortunate as he came back for the ball at the worst time. And we're going to throw a pick to Hicks, which very well could be the very first of the season. We took too long, but at the same time, we knew something like that could happen throwing that ball. So it was rightful to wait, and it just didn't happen. We got to make a play inside Evan Ingram with a great catch. Gonna have to hurry up to the line here. Looking very good in coverage this match. Gonna take the shot. He has a step. Evan tries to make the catch. He cannot. That was a perfectly thrown ball. Swearinger makes the play, though. Had a couple of guys wide open, but at the same time, I think you have to take that shot to Evan. Nowhere to really go here. Trying to take the edge, and Kyler's going to slip away. He's going to get hit at the 38-yard line. It's going to count as a sack. Looking for someone open. Sterling Shepard could be the guy. Inside is that Golden Tate. It is, and he drops the ball. That makes for way too many drops this game, and we're going to have to punt. Luckily, defense, once again, holds second half start. Going to go with another crossing pattern play. I believe last time we did, it worked out pretty damn well. And there is a wide open DK Metcalf. Gets popped, but with a guy of his size, does he really get popped? Can't run the ball here either. Looking for anyone open. Going to trust Sterling. And Patrick Peterson is not a guy we should expect to get beat in man-to-man. It was a timing play. We expected the expert route runner, Sterling Shepard, to make a play. And unfortunately, it is Pat Pete. Going to go with play action. Looking for someone open. No one is, but Murray has a lane. The tight end blocks great. Slides smartly down to the 12. A huge gain of about 30. Now here's the time for Barkley to shine. He's got the personnel. Maybe he should cut that left. Barkley fighting forward for about 9 yards there. Maybe try to catch him with a pitch. Actually, we're going to power right up the middle. We've got some guys here, but they also have a big front as well. So come on, Saquon, who takes it a little too far outside. He's going to be short. You have Saquon. They're kind of leaving it inside. If he can take it right up the gut, this could be a score. He has it right up the gut. Smart read. Down to the 1. Come with the QB sneak, and he easily falls forward to most likely tie this game up. They're driving down very slowly, but they do finish with a touchdown. In trouble. Murray tries to make a smart play and keep the play alive, and he fumbles the ball. Should have slid, and unfortunately the ball's free. They're kicking it around. They're kicking it all the way back into the end zone. It's going to be recovered by us at the 1. This is why the Cardinals were drafting pretty much number 1 overall, because of stuff like that. You got to be able to recover it cleanly. I have no idea what they were doing. Thankfully for us, they did what they did. Murray to the outside, trying to find Barkley. Can't do it. Murray almost outruns him. Murray, honestly, at this point, kind of having to do it all this week. Really not getting a whole lot of help, if we're going to be honest. Stepping up, gets taken down basically by Saquon. Try to get to Metcalf, could not. With the short field, they do score 3. Start of the 4th quarter. This is going to be a very tough comeback. It's not impossible, but it's not promising. Just going to take it underneath to Evan, who's pretty much going to lose a yard there. And that is just a terrible throw. It's going to be 3rd down. 4-down territory, potentially. Looking for somebody to make a play this game. Inside. There goes Golden Tate, and he actually holds on to the 40. We're going to hurry up to the line here. Sterling Shepard's one-on-one on the outside. Maybe they press him and leave him open. Maybe not. Metcalf throws a little late there. Not enough power to get it in there. 2nd and 10, they are really tight on the line. Golden Tate to the outside. Has a step. He holds on to the 26-yard line. Overall, this has been a very brutal game. 2nd and 10. Really hoping Saquon can take a little bit of pressure off here. Please find some space, Saquon. He has a wide open lane up the middle, cuts it back left into trouble, and loses 2. Went out to the right. He may have had a look, but Murray is going to get to the 20. This is a risky one. This could very well be a timeout and field goal attempt. But at the same time, the defense has been struggling a little bit. Do we make the executive decision? We do. Murray up the middle, finds another lane, sliding. Murray kind of playing that backyard football role. And so far, it's somewhat working. It kind of has to work this game the way it's been playing out. Inside, perfect throw. The safety steps up, and Golden Tate scores the touchdown. Only down by 3. About 10 to 12 minutes left in the game. Come on, defense. And the defense makes a stop. Plenty of time. Only down by 3 in this game. Saquon Barkley, make the read. You've got a very good opportunity here. And the blocks are great. He should cut that back left, and instead he doesn't. But it is going to be a face mask, so Saquon gets a little bit lucky on that one. And that will be like a 20-some yard play. A combined 700 yards this game between the two teams. Going to look to run the ball again. Saquon up the gut. Finally takes the lane he has. Instead of trying to play unconventionally. And having a bit better yards per carry. Patient. And what a damn play by the linebacker who has been all over the ball all afternoon. At least I assume it's afternoon. Actually, it kind of has to be afternoon. It's a very weird saying. We're going to have to go back, and the tight end is wide open. A delayed reaction by us. And even though it was late, he's got to keep the feet down there. From the 43-yard line, they're actually going to punt the ball. It's our bad for not believing our man, but at the same time, he's got to hold on. Barkley up the gut, has a lane, finds the spot, gets the first down, about 5-yard gain. They're giving us the short plays. Metcalf, terrible cut up field, only gains about 4. We've come to this play a few times, even though it hasn't really worked. I'm really just hoping one time they leave Saquon and he'd be gone. And there he is, and he misses the throw! Kyler Murray potentially had Saquon for a touchdown, and he overthrows him. What an unbelievable mistake. Wide open screenplay. Saquon just barely slips away, tries to spin, can't, gets to midfield with about 5 minutes left. This Giants defense has been almost perfect this game. Metcalf to the outside. What a perfect throw down to the 17-yard line. Now that is a throw to be proud of. The bipolar runner himself, Saquon Barkley. Up the middle, finds a really good lane. You got to take that every time. The inside has been pretty damn open. Up the middle again. This time we have Adams, a bigger fella. Going to try to run this thing up. See what he can do. Up the gut. He has a lot of room. Tries to lower the shoulder. Can't, but he does get the first. Got a couple of options here. Evan Ingram could be the main look. Evan Ingram is the main look. Evan Ingram is going to be denied. What a damn play from the 1. Do we go with the QB sneak? Number 2. It's going to be a little bit rougher, I believe, but we're going to go for it, and he barely sneaks it in this time. Last time it was wide open. This time, almost crunched the spot. But we take the lead. It is now 3rd and 10. They cannot convert. It was actually 4th and 10. If we get a touchdown, we win this game. Even if we get a field goal, there's a good chance we win this game. So, Saquon, it's been up to you to change the pace of the game, and now it's up to you to potentially win it. Nice spin a little early, gets about 3. We could be gone. And there goes Saquon on the run. He makes the perfect throw. Saquon, not exactly sure why he would run out of bounds, because that completely saves the game. He doesn't run out of bounds there. The game is pretty much over. But now, if they make the stop, they have a decent chance with the ball. They'll have a good 20-some seconds left. Saquon, they did not fall for it. Saquon fighting hard, only loses 2. When he could have definitely lost more. Murray can slide if he has to, so might as well take the look, and pretty much gets taken down for a loss of 1 on the play. Waste a little bit of the clock, though, so very good look to potentially win this game and go 2-0. And it looks like they're struggling to move the ball, and the defense does not do its job, but it technically does. Barely winning that game. What a finish. That game looked so poor throughout the first 3.5 quarters, but we did just enough right at the end to finish it up and finally take the lead. I don't even know if we had the lead any time in that game until the final quarter. I don't know if we did. Very close yardage. They had 1 takeaway. We had none. That takeaway was a pick, and we did fumble a couple of times, but luckily we recovered them. Definitely a little bit more sloppy of a game this week. We could tell it was going to happen, too, from the training. The practice did not go well at all. The battle of Haskins versus Lamar. Kyler Murray. Of course, Kyler Murray won. Haskins wasn't great. He was very inaccurate, similar to us. Running the ball, Saquon was okay. Murray was very good in running. 2 fumbles, however. Obviously, both recovered, but not great. Metcalf, 162 yards, take 84. Metcalf starting to compile some pretty decent numbers here. Pick totals, of course, picked by Jordan Hicks. Rosas, he missed the kick, but that's fine because the score was good enough to do it. And now this is potentially the hardest matchup so far this season. Cowboys are a great team, but the Eagles, that's just another beast of a defense. And honestly, I don't even know how much time we're going to have at all to throw the ball. Advance the week, see who player of the week was. It might have been Murray, even though it wasn't the greatest game ever. It was still quite a bit of touchdowns. It was not. It was Matt Ryan. The 1-1 Eagles, so of course they bounce back. The Cowboys, however, have not. There is an upgrade available. What is the upgrade that we need? So deep accuracy is pretty solid. Throw power is decent. Throw on the runs, pretty good. Play action awareness. Medium and short are pretty bad. Anything with medium. Actually, we're just going to go scrambler. Maybe make him a super speed demon. He's already is, but obviously even more. 2 min. That's not bad at all. Pretty decent speed. Obviously, we're going to try to fight to make it better. And yeah, that was an interesting week 2. Excited to see how week 3 will play out. I think we have only hit the tip of the iceberg. Took a little bit of a step back, but obviously it still shows a lot of character to stick tight, even though it was not looking super great, and just deliver the final blow right at the end to just overtake the Cardinals. Story of their lives. Great game from them, considering what they have put on the table. They do not have the greatest of rosters. See how Haskins treats them, but obviously 2-0. We're happy with the way Murray has treated the Giants. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya!